Just imagine, you've built a business from the ground up, poured your heart and soul into it, and worked countless hours. Yet somehow you still feel like you're drowning in daily operations instead of steering the ship toward success. Sound familiar? Here's the reality that most business owners refuse to face. There's no magic bullet for business success. But after years of working with many small and medium-sized business owners, we've discovered something remarkable. While everyone talks about marketing strategies, social media campaigns, and the latest business trends, the businesses that truly thrive share three fundamental pillars that have nothing to do with the tactics everyone else obsesses over. Today we're going to reveal these three essential pillars that separate struggling businesses from thriving ones. And if you're wondering whether your business has what it takes to not just survive but flourish, this video will give you the clarity you've been searching for. The first pillar might surprise you because it's not about your business at all. It's about you. We call this the mindset pillar, but we're not talking about generic positive thinking or motivational quotes on your wall. We're talking about developing what we call CEO consciousness. Think about it this way. You are the captain of your business ship. When storms hit, and they will hit, your crew looks to you for direction. If you're panicking, making decisions based on fear, or constantly second-guessing yourself, how confident do you think your team will be in the journey ahead? CEO consciousness means shifting from being reactive to being strategic. It's the difference between a restaurant owner who spends every day frantically putting out fires, dealing with staff scheduling conflicts, supplier issues, and customer complaints, versus one who has systems in place and spends their time focusing on expansion plans and improving customer experience. Consider Mel, who owned a digital marketing agency. She started with the typical entrepreneur mindset, doing everything herself, working 18-hour days, and afraid to delegate, because she believed nobody could do the job as well as she could. Her business plateaued at 6 figures for 3 years until she developed CEO consciousness. She learned to identify her strengths in strategy and client relationships, then hired specialists for areas where she was weak, like operations and technical implementation. Within 18 months, her agency doubled in size. CEO consciousness also means developing what we call strategic patience. This is the ability to make decisions based on long-term vision rather than short-term panic. When a major client cancels their contract, do you immediately slash prices to attract anyone who will pay? Or do you step back, analyze why the client left, and use that information to improve your service delivery? The mindset pillar requires you to become comfortable with uncertainty and risk. Every successful business owner we know has learned to make decisions with incomplete information. They understand that waiting for perfect clarity often means missing opportunities entirely. But mindset alone won't build your business. This brings us to the second pillar, knowledge systems. Now, we need to be crystal clear about what we mean here, because there's a massive difference between having information and having knowledge systems. Information is scattered facts and figures. Knowledge systems are integrated frameworks that you can apply consistently to solve problems and create results. Think about a master chef versus someone who just collects recipes. The recipe collector might have thousands of dishes memorized, but when something goes wrong in the kitchen, they're lost. The master chef understands the principles behind cooking, how flavors interact, how temperature affects texture, and how timing impacts the final result. They can adapt, improvise, and create something amazing, even when they don't have the exact ingredients they plan to use. In business, knowledge systems work the same way. Take customer acquisition, for example. An entrepreneur with information might know that social media marketing works, email campaigns can be effective, and referral programs generate leads. But an entrepreneur with knowledge systems understands how to integrate these approaches into a comprehensive customer journey that guides prospects from initial awareness to loyal advocates. Consider Marcus, who runs a home renovation company. Initially, he learned through trial and error, the hard way. Every project was a surprise. Timelines were unpredictable, costs often exceeded estimates, and customer satisfaction was inconsistent. Then he invested time in developing knowledge systems. He studied project management methodologies, learned about construction logistics, and developed standardized processes for every phase of a renovation. Now his projects run smoothly, his customers rave about the experience, and his profit margins have increased significantly. Building knowledge systems requires intentional learning, combined with systematic application. You can develop this through formal education, mentorship, joining mastermind groups with other business owners, or working with experienced coaches who can help you avoid costly mistakes. The key is to focus on principles and frameworks that you can adapt to different situations, rather than collecting random tactics and hoping they work. For instance, understanding the psychology of decision-making is more valuable than memorizing 50 different sales scripts. But even with the right mindset and powerful knowledge systems, your business will struggle without the third pillar, strategic relationships. Here's what most entrepreneurs get wrong about relationships in business. They think networking means collecting business cards at events or adding connections on social media. Real strategic relationships are about creating mutual value and building trust over time. Strategic relationships exist at multiple levels in your business. First, there are internal relationships with your team. If you can't inspire, guide, and retain talented people, you'll constantly be training new employees instead of growing your business. Linda runs a boutique marketing firm and discovered that her biggest competitive advantage wasn't her marketing expertise, it was her ability to attract and keep exceptional team members. While her competitors dealt with constant turnover, her stable team developed deeper client relationships and delivered superior results. Then there are customer relationships. Businesses that thrive don't just sell products or services, they solve ongoing problems and create experiences that customers value. When the pandemic hit, restaurants that had built strong customer relationships survived because their customers actively supported them through takeout orders and gift card purchases. Restaurants that treated customers as transactions struggled to stay afloat. Strategic relationships also include partnerships and collaborations. David owns a web development company and realized he could multiply his impact by building relationships with complementary service providers. He partnered with a graphic designer, a copywriter, and a digital marketing specialist. Together, they offer comprehensive solutions to clients and refer business to each other. This relationship network has become his primary source of new customers. Don't underestimate supplier relationships either. When supply chain disruptions happened globally, businesses with strong supplier relationships were prioritized for limited inventory and got advance warning about potential shortages. Building strategic relationships requires genuine interest in other people's success, consistent communication, and a long-term perspective. It's about asking, "How can I help you succeed?" rather than, "What can you do for me?" Now here's where these three pillars become truly powerful, when you integrate them together. Your CEO consciousness gives you the strategic thinking to identify which knowledge systems you need to develop and which relationships will be most valuable for your business goals. Your knowledge systems provide the frameworks to make better decisions and create more value in your relationships. And your strategic relationships give you access to new knowledge and opportunities while providing feedback that helps you refine your mindset. Think about Elon Musk. Regardless of what you think about him personally, his business success demonstrates these three pillars working together. He has the mindset to pursue seemingly impossible goals. He continuously develops knowledge systems across multiple industries, and he builds relationships with top talent, investors, and strategic partners who can help execute his vision. But you don't need to be building rockets to apply these principles. Jennifer owns a local accounting firm that grew from a one-person operation to a team of 12 professionals serving over 300 clients. She developed CEO consciousness by learning to focus on business development rather than doing all the accounting work herself. She built knowledge systems around client onboarding, service delivery, and team management. And she cultivated strategic relationships with financial advisors, business attorneys, and bank loan officers who regularly refer clients to her firm. The beauty of these three pillars is that you can start strengthening any of them immediately, regardless of your current situation or resources. For mindset development, start by scheduling weekly strategic thinking time, where you work on your business rather than in your business. During this time, review your goals, analyze what's working and what isn't, and make plans for improvement. rather than just reacting to daily urgent tasks. For knowledge systems, identify one area where your business consistently struggles, then commit to mastering that area over the next 90 days. Don't try to learn everything at once. Focus on building one solid knowledge system at a time. For strategic relationships, make a list of 20 people who could positively impact your business: potential partners, mentors, customers, or team members. Then create a plan to provide value to 5 of them each month. Remember, the goal is to help them succeed, not to immediately gain something for yourself. The most successful business owners we work with understand that business growth isn't about working harder. It's about developing these fundamental pillars that create sustainable success. When you have the right mindset, the right knowledge, and the right relationships, opportunities begin to appear everywhere. But here's what we've learned from working with business owners. Knowing these principles and actually implementing them systematically are two completely different things. Most entrepreneurs understand these concepts intellectually, but struggle to apply them consistently in their day-to-day operations. That's exactly why we've created a comprehensive resource to help you implement systems in your business. We're offering you a free book that shows you how to achieve operational excellence by identifying and eliminating the friction points that keep most businesses stuck in survival mode rather than thriving. If you're ready to stop feeling overwhelmed by daily operations and start building a business that truly serves your life goals, click the link in the description to get your free copy of our Operational Excellence Guide. And if you want to take this even deeper, we've created a comprehensive course that shows small to medium-sized business owners exactly how to set up their businesses for long-term success. The course includes real case studies, implementation templates, and step-by-step guidance so you can finally run your business instead of having your business run you. You can access more information about this course by clicking on the next video or using the link in the description. Remember, successful businesses aren't built on luck or hope. They're built on solid foundations. These 3 pillars provide that foundation, but only if you take action to implement them systematically in your business. Don't let another year pass, feeling frustrated by inconsistent results or overwhelmed by daily operations. Take the first step toward building the business you actually want by getting your free Operational Excellence Guide today and by clicking on the next video.